I have to find more money to prepare next meeting. And yes, I unpack everything and then I have found another gold chain. Guess what? This time I changed the สวัสดีค่ะ NuchMaple today I am come back and continue about my experience of getting divorced in Canada first time in my life because I never been married to nobody in my home country Thailand until I have to get married visa to come to Canada with my ex-husband. That is have no choice. That was the embassy. They asking him one thing he can bring me over to Canada just only one visa is marriage visa. In that time it's quite a long time. In this day the legal is always change. You know that always change. My story is about the past. The past is done 80%. Another 20% is not complete with my ex-husband. I will come back, continue this story why it's not 100%. It's only 80%. So, like I mentioned about how I have meeting with my lawyer and his lawyer. We went to the court together and yes, I kind of make myself silly by wearing something should not be wearing. I don't know. It's been alarm everywhere. So if you hear something outside, it's a garden. I don't know why. Whenever I like to come and talk, always something around it complex, but that's not the point. But just let you know, I try to find the quiet way. However, so and then we have meeting. My lawyer, the first lawyer I hiring him, he's a male. He do his job. He told me don't say anything if he don't need me to say anything, or if you have if his lawyer, my husband lawyer, want to ask me something, my lawyer will say, okay, you can answer. I just kind of surprised at how hard experience about this procedure of to get divorced in Canada or another country. I don't know. This is my story. As a person, I always observe surrounding and around me, and I kind of laugh myself that it is the way it works. This is the way it's done. But another side, it's just so sad when I look in my ex-husband sit opposite with my table. So he have looking at. He doesn't say hello to me. He doesn't ask me. Of course, nobody have a happy face on that day. Anyway, until his lawyer, she's a female. It's always, of course, that's what I am in shock. They introduce herself. My side, he introduced himself, and then she the one start first that your client, me, have prenup, so she cannot request or asking anything than the prenup that I have signed. And I just listen. And my lawyer, he have what you call good intention that I have been falling from this. He told me that I have prenup. Yes, but I don't have my lawyer side in that time when I did this paper. And he said that this doesn't count because your client, he talked to his lawyer, my husband lawyer, your client doesn't let my client have the legal advice in her own term and at her own country. She do the prenup because she have no knowledge what it will take her to come to when the marriage it doesn't work out. She doesn't know that. She kind of turn around, whisper with my ex-husband like, what is she missing the information from him? And that's the one thing. She take note. Everyone kind of take note. I just sit and observation, listen. And until another pop from my lawyer, he say, your client cannot say that my client, me, walk away from this married relationship because he have no money for her to spend. She say, well, that's what he told me. That's why I have to write for information. For me, even I'm not a lawyer, I can tell that she kind of have that kind of a long face because she been miss a lot information from my ex-husband, the truth. Because if she know that I have prenup, but the paperwork of my side, I don't have those another stamp. How can I say this way? When I do that prenup, I supposed to have the lawyer name, company, and stamp from my lawyer paper side, but I don't have those. I'm pretty much keep all paper because I know that this paper is very matter, really important for us. When we come to Canada, we have to do a lot of paper. For me, I keep everything, I save everything. I cannot file that because I don't have it. And my ex-husband, he doesn't say any word because he knew that is the truth, that he the one hiding Thai lawyer in his side, and he pay another one that sit, it called like to sit beside me to confirm that she my side, but she not a lawyer. You know, now I forgot in English term. Witness, that's right, witness. So sorry about that. This is the thing, when you get married, I believe all the women, we never thought we come to this faith to faith and lawyer because you know that pretty much lawyer take all the money I make or you make, because $350 is a lot for me for 1 hour. But it is what it is. I try to suck it up in that time. I learn a lot. That's why I like to come to my channel, share of my story of how experience of get divorced in Canada in my story. Just in case that if someone in the plan of to come to Canada or marry with the husband asks you to do prenup, what you should know and what you should not do. That's my point. For my story, it's very rough because I feel sad that whatever I have helping him, supporting him, helping him, try to be patient with him, but it all go to the air or the toilets. That's what it's called. However, at that time, his lawyer start to asking me, what happening? Why you walk away from this marriage? I say, my lawyer asked, he allowed me to say because he cheating. That's the number one. He beat me one time. And he said, oh, he beating you? Yes. And why you not go to the police station and report? And I say, I am bilingual, language speak, and I don't know about legal here that I can call police and take my husband to the jail for just he hit me. Because my country, I have to say my country, I grow up with parents always fight. My father always beat up my mother. You know, when you're young, you grow up with that kind of surrounding with family like that. Seem like a male beating woman, it seemed normal. Until one day when I grow up more and more, until I think I am 7 years old or 8 years old, I have enough with my dad to beating my mother. I point my finger on his face, tell him get out of here before I told my grandma. Even I do that, I still call grandma because grandma is a leader head in our family. When I call grandma, You believe or not, she come down with gun, a little gun. I don't know where she have the gun come from. She just shot to the sky. My father ran out from down. After that, I never see him again, except when I'm 16. That kind of story I will tell you. Anyway, that's why my husband lawyer asked me, when your husband hit you, why you not go to the police station or call the police come and save you? And that's what I say. I don't know the legal take here, and I speak English by language. I am not sure. I have a lot of fear. He gonna hit me more. I just look at her. What do you think if you are female and you came here and nobody with you? Oh yeah, of course, she doesn't care. She say, I don't know. She just said that, I don't know. However, we have 1 hour until my lawyer said that I want him to declare all the financial, everything backward as if 5 years. Because my client, she already proposed to me. She have financial show to me, and now I want to pursue from your client side, my husband. And after that, he mentioned that my client, I just know that's just that day that if I'm married with my former husband, he supposed to responsibility me after I walk away from this marriage. He have to give me some money to make sure that when I get out from this relationship life, I can maintain life as the same as when I'm stay with him. Because when I do immigration or citizenship, because he sponsorship me to come to Canada, this is another thing I ever know, that he have to take care of me as a 10 year to be responsibility about me. Now I know that. That's about legal. So my lawyer asking him, how much do you think you can provide your wife until she find a better income or the same amount income or her living? She already start working. She have a lot of debt she have to pay back, but she cannot afford to for causing everything. And he kind of talked to his lawyer, and he say we will contact my side back later on. So after that, I think around 2 days after we have meeting, of course we get out, we walk away. Before that, my lawyer take me to another corner of the court before we separating. He say, don't give up. You deserve whatever he have, because he bring you without let you know that about prenup. And legal in Thailand and Canada is different. You live in Canada now, that means Thai legal, it doesn't count here. Now I just know. In that time, I remember when I went to the court maybe around 2010 or 2011, that time, because I closed my spa around 2010, and then early year that I moved out 2011 to the end of the year, that was I got the envelope from my husband about the mortgage, about the bank. I just wonder how he get the address. That's another thing, because the new home that I moved out to stay, I never told him where I am moving into, until I come to conclusion to think maybe I have to go to the bank. I go there and I ask the manager of the bank that I have been loaned the money for my business loan, and he told me that yes, your husband come and ask about that the money you loan for 50,000 that I have loaned, I believe, 50,000, and he need to know where were you, the address. And he say he doesn't know that he planned to divorce or something, because he asking the paper prints. Because when I close the spa, I have to change everything. I don't know how he get those address. That's the only one place I kind of guessing that he must get from the bank. that we have a co-sign together from that loan. Anyway, that's why my lawyer, when we separate, this kind of another thing. We have 2 doors, small room, but they have 2 doors. One door my husband and his lawyer walk, and this door myself and my lawyer we walk out. It's kind of just exhausted feeling, just kind of sad, when you get in that motion, it just hurt. Do you ever feel that hurt inside? Cannot explain. It's just like a knife jab that see the person you be together for 12 years. I married with him for 12 years, go through so much up and down, especially about women, about he tried to kill himself in Thailand. Until we came here, he start his self business, he doing well, and I start do my business, and this boom, somehow that he start drinking too much, he hang out with the wrong friends, even more worse, driving, and become not the man I marry in the earliest time of we spent together. The early I know him, he's such a gentleman, he very kind, he very gentle, he very soft, he very the man that I like to marry. That's why I can't say no if he show who he is before I marry. I will not gonna marry him. But when he stay in Thailand, it's complete another man. Where my man? I just ask, where are you? Who are you? So I know that the fact he know what he done to me. He doesn't say anything. He have a long face, sad face, and walk until my lawyer take me to the corner and talk that okay, in 2 days, 3 days, his lawyer have to respond back to me about how much he have to pay you, or we have to set up another meeting maybe in a week. Are you okay with that? And I say, well, what can I do? He said, well, just make sure you have money to pay our service. This is my lawyer say. Make sure I have money to pay his service. Well, okay, where gonna find the money then? Of course, the money the payment for service today, they come in like a day or 2 days later, and I have to sign a check. In that time, we cannot do e-transfer or anything. I have to sign by check, right? And then mail to him, and then he can put in the bank something like that as a record. Okay, and then what about next one? What about the next meeting? I have to find the money. And for my car, the lease of my car, $800 per month. Gas, house that I rent, another $800, that's $1,600 already. And then I have to pay, looking for another athlete, $400 or $500 for my meeting with this lawyer next time. I'm so stressed out. And of course, I go to my stuff, slowly unbox my thing, try to make sure that I am comfortable where I am moving in. That's the place that I share the spare room from my friend. He used to be my client, and he very kind to ask me to renting his home, another room. He's a single. So that time I have no idea. I just make sure that I have place to stay, to be safe. And then I have start working with another clinic for Thai massage. I start slowly earn some income, but not much, because my client from spa mostly they just senior client and people that do nail, do facial. Some they follow me from the lakeshore to Bloor Street in downtown. Some they find somewhere else that close to the lakeshore. I understand this is the business. When you have client, if you good enough, they follow you. But if you so, now it's up to them. Anyway, and that time that means my income doesn't fair or equal amount that I owe the bank, credit, loan. It's like over to my head. I been stressed out. I found the gold chain, the necklace. I got 2, right? I sell one that I pay to all my employee and for my lease for my spa, and I shut it down completely. because I cannot walk to the black hole. Like a bank manager, he told me that please don't try to walk in the black hole. It's gonna be dark in there. That's why I take him away. I shut it down. Allah, the purpose that is not meant to be is not meant to be. I am sad, but I'm glad at the same time. That's why this walk away from this relationship is happening. For one thing, I remember that my ex-husband, he left the voicemail on my phone, like a message phone for my spa. He say, how dare you walk away from me? He used the word, how dare you walk away from me? Why not? Why I cannot walk away from the man that tried to hurt me physically and emotionally? I'm the person that if I'm not happy, if I stay in the unsafe and unsure, I rather flew back to Thailand and stay with my family and my children and go back to my own life. But if I'm stay with you and you use me, abuse me, hello, people can be stupid one, but when you stupid twice, I don't think you have a brain enough or have your own pride. I don't know, everyone is different decision. For me, I just walk away and I don't like drama. I don't like confront too, because I know myself when I start to anger, I gonna be explode everything. For me, I like just calm, quiet, collect, and just keep and then walk away. I have to find more money to prepare next meeting. And yes, I unpack everything and then I have found another gold chain. Guess what? This time I changed the location. Kinda me, I'm just silly. Anyway, it's a big lesson learned, So the gold chain I have, of course, I bring over from Thailand. Whenever I go to Thailand, I always buy some gold because that's what Asian women we like, or male. That's what we think gold is the most jewelry or something that we should have, for our own safe net, something like that. However, I found them and I asked my friends, the landlord, that would you mind helping me find a place to sell these gold chains? And he said he have no experience either. He doesn't know where's a pawn shop around here. Until I say, okay, at least because I am not good in English, I'm not sure that I gonna get those people kind of lying to me again. I just make sure that he's Canadian. Maybe he get better price. That's what I think. Because the first one, same weight, same looking. I buy two of them, but sometimes I cannot remember. I found that I have two of them. First one is from my Mary, and the second one from my own money that I bought it. However, until I drive around Mississauga, I remember on the near to square one, and I bring and I walk over, I am so surprised. I earn double from the second place pawn shop because they kind of jewelry, but of course I don't say anything. I asking the owner, the lady, she say, well, I like to sell these gold chains. How much could you give me money? She weighed everything, she checked everything, looks nice, look good gold, and she said she give me $4,000. $4,000. But the first one, I walked to the pawn shop in Bloor Street in Toronto. He gave me only $2,000. I'm so excited. Oh, $2,000, that's a lot. But this one, I got $4,000. And I asked my jewelry that, do you think when people want to buy this gold chain back, is that okay? She said, well, normally depend, how you pawn your gold, your jewelry. And yet I go back to the first pawn shop that I've been sold my gold chain, and he said, sorry, your gold is gone. That means I'm lost $2,000 for my own, what you calling? I don't know how much the difference. That's another lesson I learned, that if I like to pawn shop something or sell something, I should go check first place, second place, or even third place. After that, I never go to the pawn shop. I know, some people kind of feel embarrassed. But for me, you know what? It's nothing to be embarrassed about, because instead you borrow a lot of money from people and then you have them to come and call you asking you return back money all the time. I rather sell my jewelry and get over it. It's easy. And I sleep better. I don't have to hear someone call, except the next morning my lease car financial, you've been behind again. I said, well, give me a couple more days. They're very nice, because okay, you can do it. Because I leased the car that my ex-husband, he pay down, that's what they call in English, pay down the first chunk, and the rest I have to pay the lease for 2 years or a year, I cannot remember, on my own. My insurance, my gas, maintenance, and lease, I always take care of those. And now I have no income. Anyway, so that pretty much on the first day when we have meeting in the court with our lawyer before we're gonna go to the judge, the big room, because I know that we have to go small room first. Maybe we can negotiate and come to, okay, we don't have to open the court to see the judge helping us, because that's gonna be another money. That's what my lawyer say. He said that if we can compromise your case, he can give to you, you okay what he offer, and then we end of the story. But it's not the end of the story. So come back for next information. I just realized that we need money. I need money. You need money. Everyone needs money. But I never thought the one that I make decision is the smart way, because sometimes when you lose something and you earn something, I call balance. But a lot of people, when they know when I try to lose something that should not be lost, and they say I am stupid and not smart, or someone nice, you deserve better. What is it about? Let me come back and share you. So how did I get over all this drama, live with the Canadian man? Not everyone is bad, don't get me wrong, not everyone is bad. This is a part of my story, because I'm married with Canadian husband. Like I say, he used to be very kind, very nice, very sweet, very protective, I can feel. And now it just turned another man. I have no idea who I marry with. That's why this thing happened. So if you still stay with me, listen my story, thank you so much. NuchMaple life story. And then I will come back, continue for experience. Someone like to talk about the story, because I know that it is really personal story, but I am happy to share. You have no idea, a lot of Asian women come to another country, no clue why they marry with foreigner for. Because we just so polite. Sometimes it's too polite. That's why even those I heard on the channel, another channel platform, they say the man go find a woman another country because local women think that kind of man is just trash, just like a low class. I don't understand why they put human just because you rich, you poor. Sometimes love someone is not just because money. It's because we have something compatible. We have something is meant to meet in that time, to stay together in that time. If you are lucky, you marry him or her for 50 years or the rest of your life. Some, like me, 12 years. And then my business is done with him. but just in the rough way. That's all. Come back, and again, very nice to meet you. Please subscribe, like, and share my story, and see you next time.